Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. I guess we can go conspiracy corner right now, because I was talking with my guys and I was told, me and Vito even had the conversation, but I'm gonna ask you why. I'm gonna ask everybody: blacks, African Americans, Africans, people of color. Why don't they own enough professional teams? Do you think it's because they don't want us to have teams? Like, keep it a C-note with us.
Yes, that's as simple as that. Yes.
Both.
Okay.
Both of what? What's the other? What's the both?
I think sometimes we settle ourselves short. I mean, there's always going to be obstacles and this, that, and the third that blacks are going to face, or wherever you want to consider yourself, that you're going to have to face. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it. And sometimes you just gotta, I don't know, buckle up and get down to it.
Struggle to get a black head coach.
But I'm not saying that. That's why I said I see a little bit on both sides. But I do agree that they don't want us. But not to say that's going to stop us.
No, I'm not saying it can't happen or won't happen in the future. But as of right now, they don't.
What I'm saying is, I just had this conversation with the homies, and to keep it a C-note, I said it's all bull crap, because at the end of the day, I don't think nobody that wants a football team that's of colored skin has the money to buy a football team.
It's teams that don't have just one owner, that have multiple people.
Right, but if you want to be the majority owner of a team, we have people that's minority owners. What I'm saying is, like, even with me and you, Vito, we had the discussion where we didn't see eye to eye at first on the Diddy thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nah, Diddy got outbidded. He didn't have the money to keep on bidding.
This is the point I'm making. Diddy, as famous as he is and the much pull he has, he could have pulled in 4 or 5 up, because Miami got like 5 or 10.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, if you want to be the majority owner,
listen, disregard the majority minority.
But that's what the argument is. No, because but I'm saying people were saying that if you're a minority owner, then you're not really an owner of the team.
Listen, fuck all that. They don't even have. I don't even know if it's any black people that are minority owners. What I'm saying is, say if they can bring up 5 people that can all put their money together, have enough to afford the team. Right. Because I know it's people out there who wouldn't have no problem with doing it. Right. That shit still wouldn't happen.
Right. Not no time soon. For the record, though, it will be on the screen, but from my recollection, I know Will Smith and Jada is minority owners of the Sixers.
Yeah, that's not football. That's different. It's a difference.
Yeah, because
Usher is a minority owner with Cleveland. Nelly was a minority owner with somebody.
Yeah, and then you got J-Lo in them with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They're Hispanic.
Yeah, but they don't consider them black, even though it's
right. But what I'm saying is, to me, my argument is this: is that if you want to be the majority owner, where you actually really own the team, it's your team. Mm-hmm. You got to have 85% of that money. It got to be yours. You can only borrow 15% of it with the NFL. Mm-hmm. And these guys this 1.6 million, they can't afford to buy a team. It's not that they getting boxed out. And then the people that does have money, the richest guy that's from Nigeria, he worth 9 or 10 million. To him, that's not a good investment buying a team. So that's why the guys that have money, that can afford the team, they don't want a team. The guys that do want a team and make a big deal out of it, like Diddy did, they don't have the money to own a team.
But like you said, if you have multiple people to come together to get a team that can afford it when they put their money together, why are they still not able to get a team? If you think about it, it's a struggle just to get a black head coach.
What I'm saying is, it's us, bro. Diddy could have got multiple people, and they could have been. He went to Steph Curry. Him and Steph Curry was supposed to do something, and then once that bid got the $2 billion, they backed out. They jumped out, and the Carolina Panthers sold for like $2.3 billion. But what I'm saying is, they didn't have the money. If he was trying to be the majority owner, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying if they had the money, that shit still wouldn't have happened. They would have held out to
It
somebody
wouldn't
else.
it wouldn't have happened. You know why? Because like I tried. This is my perfect example to end the conversation. Let's just say Diddy's trying to buy a team, and he had $2.5 billion. He can't keep bidding with an Elon Musk if he's trying to buy a team. He got too much paper.
This is the point. This is my point over that. If Diddy and Steph Curry owned the team, the influence they had, the relationships they had with these NFL players off the field, that means that every time one of them NFL players, and they got relationships with the most popular, the best NFL players, every time them dudes come up for free agency, they're going to that team because that's my man.
Yeah,
and he's black.
but
they're trying
nobody's
to avoid
gonna
that shit.
sell a team on the strength of that. What I'm saying is you gotta have the money.
No, I'm saying I said if they had them. If
Yeah,
they had
but you're saying hypothetically they don't have the money.
This is the point I'm trying to make. If they had, it ain't like they can't get other investors. If they had the investors and Diddy was the majority owner, whoever is the celebrity status owner that they
what I'm telling you is whoever is the celebrity status, whoever is the face of the franchise, he gotta have 85% of the capital.
Diddy got then $1 billion, right?
Damn near $1 billion. Team sell for 2.5, 2.6,
right. So he got more
billion.
than enough to start.
No, he don't.
Yes, you said you had to have 35%, right?
85.
Okay, 85%. If a team's selling for $2 billion at the time, he got enough. If he got $1 billion.
He dropped out at $2 billion. The price was too high. Once it go over,
but you dancing around the fact of what I'm saying. The fact that if that man, hypothetically, if they had the investors, they had the money, and he was a majority owner, them other owners know that all them great players in the league that are black men that have a relationship with him off the field are coming to his team.
Bull crap. That's something you falling for.
No,
what
they
you think,
trying
John?
not to monopolize.
Yeah, there's an article that was put out by the Bloomberg. It stated that the NFL financing rules are holding back the ownership of teams from black people owning them. But it's I do agree that it is a money thing. But what they're saying is that minority buyers are priced out by equity stake requirements, and the league requirements controlling owner to hold a 30% equity. So it means that the controlling owner has to have more than 30%, and they have no more than 24 people to total out the total price of that team.
So what I'm saying is, if
he don't need 85%, he only need 30,
but
less than 24 investors.
No, but it'll be on the screen. Yeah. It'll be on it. If you look down there, they can't borrow more than 15. Whoever the majority owner is can't borrow more than 15% of the money.
Diddy worth 800, 900 million. If he go get a guy like Tyler Perry and Dre and Jay-Z, that's only three other motherfuckers.
You're missing the point. He's still getting Dre and all them dudes that you're talking about $1 billion or $2 billion. What I'm saying is, when you're bidding against somebody like Elon Musk that's worth how many billions of dollars, he's still gonna outbid you. That's like being at the auction.
But we're not talking about somebody outbidding you.
That's what happened with Diddy. He got outbid.
Okay, if he got outbidded, but we're talking about why I'm saying my reason why I think they don't want a guy like Diddy to own a team is because they know them dudes would rather play. Think about it. If Jay-Z owned the team, them dudes that signed with Rock Nation off that are like.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying that's not the case. What I'm saying is people look at it like they're blocking us from having teams, but in all actuality, the people that want teams don't have the money to acquire the team.
One person might not have the money, but that's why you have other investors.
We're talking about. What I'm saying is these guys want to be majority owners.
That doesn't matter.
This is what their debate is. Diddy could have signed on to be a
Carolina sold for $2 billion.
$2.3 billion.
$2.3 billion. You get 2 or 3 investors, you got more than
that's where he tapped out at $2 million. They bought it for 2.3. If he jump up again, they're gonna jump up again. They had money.
But you keep talking about somebody outbids them. I'm not talking about
But
that.
that's-
I'm talking about, you're talking about the money aspect. I'm talking about, it don't matter how much money they got. They're going to find somebody else that
You don't
got
think
more
they
money
will
to
outbid
outbid
a black man just to outbid him?
That's the point I'm making. I don't give a fuck how much money Diddy and them
Bro,
got.
so
they're gonna
what you're
find
saying
somebody else.
is no other. You're saying that people just that's too much, bro.
No, it ain't. What the
That's
fuck are you
too
talking
much
about? It's
of
a
a
billionaire
movement.
boys club. If Diddy got $5 billion in the bank, they're gonna go find somebody else that they know that got $6 billion to outbid him, even
bro.
if they don't want the team.
Nah, y'all just making up
you-
excuses
no,
for
you're
these
not.
jokers.
I see it both
Nah,
ways.
bro.
No, you tripping.
Look
Man.
what
They
I'm
don't
saying.
want no one man to
Listen
be
to
able
what
to
I'm-
monopolize the league.
Listen to
all
what
the
I'm
best
saying.
players.
We won't have that problem again. Is if you take the richest person with color and they try to buy a team, but to them it's
Who's
not
the
worth.
richest person with
The
color?
guy from Nigeria.
Why would he want an NFL American? He don't know
Exactly.
nothing about
Nobody. That's what I'm
that. If
telling.
anything, he would get a soccer team. He don't
You're
know nothing
not
about American
listening
football.
to what I'm saying. The people that actually have the money to keep hitting with these other billionaires, they don't want. They don't
But
want
you
teams.
named a man in Africa. Their sport is.
What I'm saying is our guys, because when you look at the list, right? We have people from America, Jay-Z and them on the list, but you got to go all the way down to the 1 point something billion. What I'm saying is they're not on multiple billions.
So
They
It don't
don't.
matter if you got multiple.
What would give them
investments.
the incentive then to want to do these high bids if it's not a good investment?
They want the team too. That's like if you go to an auction for a
I was
car.
just asking. Okay.
If you go to the auction for a
How
car
is it not a
and
good
we both,
investment when every team every year goes? You forgetting about the TV money, the billions of
I
the
guess
bro,
it's just
some
a
people,
trophy case.
They don't know
some
about it.
people
Just to have it, to have
lose
it.
money on. Everybody don't make money off the NFL.
Who ain't making money in the NFL?
We don't. I'm
Listen,
saying is
listen,
so
hold on.
we have
No.
teams in the
This
NFL
is the
that don't sell
excuse me,
out.
Hold on. I'm about to
That
say, that's what
don't
I'm about to
sell
touch on.
out.
This is a mistake you're making. If the teams cannot sell out stadiums for maybe 3, 4, 5 years,
But
you're
they-
forgetting about the TV contracts.
I
That they
know
get. They're
that-
always making money.
That's a chunk of money. You still playing people. You still playing employees at the. You
Them
playing
TV
a lot of.
contracts is billions of dollars, dog. What you
Yes,
talking
but they're
about?
breaking it down through every team in the league. It's
Yes.
one big check for every team
And
in the
they-
league.
Yes, and they
Come
all
on,
eating
man.
off that shit.
What
They eating off of merchandise, fucking shit. They're selling. in
What
the
I'm
stadium.
saying,
You
all
tripping.
I'm saying is the guys of color skin that want an NFL team, they don't have the money to get an NFL team.
Nigga, if they got enough, they
Or to
don't want.
outbid a white
So-
guy to put the team as
So let
use
me-
the team as a trophy case.
so-
basically,
That's
is what
all.
he's saying. That okay.
Nah, so what I'm saying is, all right, let's just say hypothetically speaking, one of these rich guys from Nigeria, somewhere over there, they decide they want a team. P. Diddy is trying to buy a team. And they bump him out for $2.8 million and buy it. Are they just blocking him because they don't want an American on the team?
No.
They just want the team. So you're gonna spend the money
Do
you
you
have
know it's
to
their
get the team.
owners board? Anybody just can't buy a
Right,
team.
but
That's
you
why they
have
it
to
set
bid
up like
on
that.
the team
But-
first. After you bid on the team, then it goes to the owner's board.
But my
And-
point is, no, even if didn't had enough money to pay for the team, if he had 4 or 5 other investors, if they had enough money, the board can block them and say, they're not worthy of the
Yes,
team. We're
but
going with this
what
guy.
I'm saying is that didn't happen. We never got there
But this
because
the
they
point
don't have the money to do it.
But even if they had more money than the motherfucker,
You hypothetically
excuse me,
speaking.
but you're talking about nigga. It's the reason why there's never been a black owner, and it's the reason why it's a struggle
Because they
to
don't
even
have the money.
Excuse me, it's a struggle to even get a coach that got more experience than a guy who never coached in the NFL at that level and becomes a head coach of a dude.
Okay, let me ask you this.
And been a player and
The
everything.
guy that owned BT, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first person to own a NBA team. What's his name? Bob Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
And now Michael Jordan owns it.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Bob Johnson? Why was he able to buy? Because he had the money. He had the money to stay in the bid at the time. What I'm telling you,
You know
is,
how long ago he got the money? I mean, the
That-
team
he
it
bought
was
it- he-
affordable.
what I-
If the Panthers came up for sale years ago,
He
he
coulda-
could have had more money. He could have got the team,
Right,
but
but-
he still wouldn't have got the team because he's fucking
no,
black.
you're saying
blind, man.
hypothetically
You're
speaking,
blind.
bro. You don't know that.
You're blind.
You don't
man.
know that.
You
What
don't
I'm-
know that ain't nobody black with enough money was able to get a team. You don't know that either.
We haven't seen it.
That means you don't know. That doesn't mean
Diddy
that ain't
dropped
happened.
out of the bid.
What the
You
fuck
know
is
that because I sent you the
he
article.
dropped out of the bid. What's your
Okay,
point?
but then Diddy ran and made a movie about it. Like they don't want blacks to own. What I'm saying
Nigga,
is,
they didn't want blacks on before Diddy even came along. What
nigga,
are you
Diddy
talking
ran
about?
a movie.
This don't got nothing to do with Diddy.
Yes, it did
That shit been going on
if
before.
if you do, first of all, you the one that mentioned Diddy when me and you was
Yes,
going back
as a nigga who
and
tried to, and they shot him down.
And I said they didn't shoot him down.
Yes, they
There's a
did.
difference from saying no, you can't own this team to somebody outbidding you, bro.
My man, it's easy for you to say, "Oh, you got enough. You got this money. You got investors to even be considered." Oh, okay. I'm gonna go find somebody else that I know has more money than you and pull them in. Who is the owner of the Carolina Panthers right now? A motherfucker we don't even know. Exactly.
Somebody with money.
Exactly. And
We don't know. We don't know majority of the
motherfucker
owners.
who
Stop
probably
it,
has
bro.
no interest in football. They just know this my man. I'm gonna get you in.
Bro, that's your theory,
that shit is a
bro.
billionaires boys club.
You
man.
falling for that movie.
You
been
falling for
blinded.
that movie, man. You blind to the fact like it ain't no motherfucking racism going on out here in these streets.
What I'm saying is, when I see somebody get the bid, because we've seen white people get bids where they actually bid it on the NFL team. I believe Trump will be one of them, but it'll be on the screen.
Trump did it for NFL team?
Back in the day, bro, when he had the money.
When?
It'll be on the screen. The two people that bid it on teams, and they both were white. They won the bid, and the NFL neglected them. One was Donald Trump, if I'm not mistaken.
You said NFL neglected them, right?
Yeah.
So what makes you think if they neglect a motherfucker like
They
Donald Trump,
still
they not
had.
gonna neglect
What
somebody
I'm
like
saying
Diddy?
is, you've never had a story where the NFL has neglected. No, we're not gonna let you purchase the team because we've never had a person of color have the
That
money
we
to win a bid.
Know of. You just speaking on something you don't know of either. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened. A lot of shit hasn't happened.
So when it came out by now?
A lot of shit we didn't know about till it comes out.
Pause. We wouldn't have known about it right now.
I don't know.
Diddy would have been said, "Oh, it's a lie. I didn't drop out at $2 billion." He would have been said that.
Listen, maybe he did get
on,
outbidded, but my point is, if Donald Trump can get shot down by the NFL, what makes you think they're not going to shoot down a black man of
It's
Diddy
a
status?
difference, though. Donald Trump had the money to win a bid. You're trying to say what they would do when nobody has ever won a bid. You're talking hypothetically. Come on, man.
I'm not hypothetically speaking.
You are,
you
because nobody has won a bid to
all right,
say
let me
that.
know when you finish, man.
Go ahead.
You keep talking about the money aspect. You just said Donald Trump had enough money, right? But you also said they shot him down, right?
Yes.
This is the point I'm making. Even if a black man has enough money.
How do you know that if it's never happened? That's what I'm asking you.
Because I know.
How do you know? It's not.
How many NFL? Did you see that? You know what the Rooney Rule is? That they have to interview a black guy for a head coach.
We're not talking about coaching. No. We're talking about an owner.
This all comes into play.
Yeah, they're discriminating on the coaches.
So
we're not talking about.
If they don't want black guys to coach my team, what makes you think I want black guys to own a team in my league?
We don't know that because we've never had a black guy have the money to own a team.
We know that they don't want no black.
We don't know that. We're assuming
coaching.
Are we assuming that
they don't want black guys coaching?
We're talking about owning the team.
Excuse me, it all comes in the same thing. Come on, if I wouldn't hire,
John, are you assuming that?
If I wouldn't hire somebody to work for me, what makes you think I want to work next to somebody?
Are you assuming that that a black person, if they had the money to win a bid, that they would still get turned down?
Yes.
All I'm saying at this point, I wouldn't put it past it, but I haven't seen anything.
Simple as that. My thing is, if I wouldn't hire this guy to work for me, why would I want a guy working next to me? If I wouldn't hire a black guy to work for me, what makes you think I want a black guy working next to me?
You can hire whoever you want to work
exactly,
for you.
And that's why you notice. That's why they even had to put in a Rooney Rule.
But
that's
I do
work
believe
to
that money
to interview the black guys. I still have to hire them, but I got to interview them.
Okay, so let me end it off like this. We go to the auction to buy a car, right? And 3 times in a row, we keep going to the car, and every time
the same thing.
It is this. It's an auction.
It's not the same
so
thing.
Let me finish my question.
So
if every time you go to the auction and try to buy a car and a white man outbids you, is that
not the same?
It is the same.
Because black men outbid you too, and they let them get the car.
What's the difference?
The difference is the auction.
The black man at the auction got the money for the car to keep bidding.
No, but the difference is the NFL is a billionaires boys club, and that's why they have at the auction. They don't have a board of motherfuckers that say, "All right, you want to bid, but you can't have the car. I'm gonna go with him." They don't have that at the auction.
What I'm saying, all we seen in the NFL is white owners get denied the franchise. They want to bid.
If this is my point, if it was all about the highest bidder, what would be the purpose of having a board that says, even if you outbid this man, I can turn you down because I don't like the way you do business?
No. Their exact reason for it is because even though you might have the money, you might be, let's just say for instance, and I don't want to arouse nothing, you might be a Satanist and you promote you could be anything.
Yes.
And have the money to buy it. That's why they have the board. If your image is not right, that's why
is the
Donald.
black image.
No. You're missing.
Man.
You still trying to make it a black
It's
image.
a black and white thing. The fact
it's
that you
not.
don't see this is beyond me.
Show me who's been denied there was a black.
Listen, they're not gonna straight out say, "I'm gonna deny you." They're gonna get somebody else to outbid them. It's simple.
That's your conspiracy. What's your thoughts?
That's your conspiracy.
You're saying they're getting other people out. Come on, man. Y'all just reach.
90% of the dudes don't even need the team.
This is our conspiracy corner, people. Please keep it a C note. Our black owners, are there not enough black owners in the NFL and all sporting leagues because these leagues want to box out the blacks? Or is it because they don't have the money to buy the teams? Keep it a C note with us. Let's talk, since we was talking Carolina Panthers, let's go top 5 current duos because preseason is over. The regular season is about to start. Let's go wide receiver duos. Coming into the season, who's the top 5 wide receiver duos in the NFL? Keep it a C note. Keep it a C note.
Number 5, I'm going to go with the Rams because they got Cup. Y'all still got Bobby Woods?
Nah, we got Cup.
Allen.
Yeah, A-Rob. A-Rob.
I'm going to go with them.
Okay, shout out to that.
And number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with the Raiders with Adams and Renfro.
Okay, shout out to that.
Number 3, I'm going to go with the Niners, Deebo and IU.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to go with the Vikings with Jefferson and Thielen.
Okay.
And number 1, I'm going to go with the Bucks with Evans and Godwin.
Okay, shout out to that. Who you got, John? Keep it a C note
I
with
like
us.
that list, but I don't know why I was biased against Adam Thielen.
He coming off an injury.
Yeah, because the last couple of seasons. But look, let me get to mine. And number 5, as y'all know, by default, I'm putting my team in, and I actually feel that way. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Okay, shout out to that. Say it with your chest then, boy.
And my number 5, the Eagles, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Number 4, I got Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfro, Raiders. Number 3, I got Bengals, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins.
Okay.
Number 2, I got Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
Number 1, I got Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson.
Okay, shout out to that, John. Now, I want to give a disclaimer before we start that certain people like Minnesota did not make my list because of Adam Thielen's injury, and certain people are lower because they may have a receiver coming off of injury. And also, disclaimer, this is my top 5 coming into the season. This is not who I think will finish number 1. So at number 5, just because of the quarterback, we don't know what the quarterback is, I'm going to go Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I think if Tua can play, you know what I mean, that duo is going to be lethal. At number 4, I got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and that's because Godwin coming off an injury. At 3, I got my boys, Cooper Kupp, A-Rob, Allen Robinson. I think they will end up being statistically the best duo, but coming into the season, I got them at 3. Number 2, I got Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfro. You know what I mean? I think they're going to have a great season. And number 1, I got to go to runner-up in the Super Bowl. I got to go Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, because of their quarterback.
Their quarterback is nice, but people are giving T. Higgins way too much credit. He's okay.
He's okay, but Brandon T. Higgins is way better than Brandon Ayuk.
How? Because
says the stats.
Says what stats?
That's all we can go off of is the stats.
I'm glad you allow me to set you up like this. So since we're going off of stats, Deebo Samuels is better than most of the stats on people that you just named.
Better than who? Mike Evans
Debo
is
Samuel's
stacked.
numbers was better than
Mike Evans is stack pack every year.
Hold on, but you said going into this year, so Debo Samuel's numbers was better than Mike Evans last year.
Yes, but I'm not still going off 1 year. Debo Samuel's
your number one is 2 1-year niggas. What are you talking about? Chase and what's the name? Ain't have a stack last year.
1 year.
Higgins,
Yes, they did, and they went to the. Yes, he did.
I ain't talking about this year. That just passed. I'm talking about the year prior.
They went to the Super Bowl, my nigga.
You're not listening. I said listen.
They're number one coming.
Listen.
You're not listening.
This year. That just
You're
passed.
not listening to me.
Not listening.
They're number one on my duos because they're coming back. They're the same duo that was just the runner up in the Super Bowl. So my thing is this. If it was Cooper,
they went to the Super Bowl,
listen. If it was Cooper and Bobby Woods or Cooper and Odell, they would have been number one because they were in my book.
So you're putting them strictly because they went to the Super Bowl.
Who?
T. Higgins
and they both with stack packs and they got a better quarterback than your quarterback. And T. Higgins.
Okay.
Everything is T. Higgins is better with everything.
Let me break it down how you're not making
Jamar
sense.
Chase had
Who's a better quarterback? Tom Brady or Joe Burrow?
Huh?
Who's the better quarterback? Tom Brady or Joe Burrow?
Last year, Joe Burrow was.
Joe Burrow was.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. You just say anything for your argument, man.
Last year, Joe Burrow. Because he went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly
what do you mean?
That shows you know nothing
He
about
got
football,
them to the Super Bowl.
Just because you go to Super Bowl.
Who got them to the Super Bowl?
He did.
Okay, then. That's all we talking about.
Hold on.
What else are we talking about?
Excuse me.
What do you want to say hold on for? What else is there to talk? All right, go ahead.
Just because you get to the Super Bowl does not make you better than the next man because they didn't get to the Super Bowl.
You just asked me. What I'm saying is Joe Burrow took that team.
Tom Brady.
Joe Burrow took that team from worse to the Super Bowl. He did that.
No, he definitely
made Jamar. He's the reason Jamar Chase broke a rookie record. So if you're talking about duos, you can say Debo ain't better than Jamar Chase.
Debo numbers is better than Jamar Chase's numbers.
Jamar Chase came in from the gun bus and did that. Debo, it took him 3 years. Come on, man. Knock it off. You
always say it took him 3 years. When we talk about top 5 receivers, you had Diggs in your top 5. And it took him 4 years to get a stack.
So shout out to whoever sent the comment on YouTube. It will be on the screen because I agree with them.
What?
When Diggins first made his stack, he wasn't top 5.
Excuse me.
All right then. So what is your theory is off?
My point is he's one of your tops, right?
Now, after multiple years of having 1,000 yards.
Just because a guy...
What I'm telling you is, shout out to this. The comment will be on the screen because you got that off last week. What I'm saying is, Diggs' first year of having 1,000 yards, which what you said was his 4th year, he didn't go right into my top 5. That's what I'm saying. So your theory is still wrong.
It's not.
Diggs is in my top 5 now because he's had multiple years.
Just because a guy gets 1,000 yards in his first or second year makes him better than a guy that gets 1,000 yards in his 3rd year, that makes 0 sense. For one, how many guys get... Hold on, let me get this off. How many guys get a stack in their first year? Not many.
Hold
on, answer my question. How many guys get a stack in their first year? How many of the greats got a stack in their first year?
It doesn't matter, bro.
It does matter.
What I'm saying is...
No, you're not answering my question. Don't go on to something else. Answer my question.
Your first year is either one thing, you're going to have record-breaking numbers on your first year.
Okay.
And that's going to automatically elevate you.
When did Cooper Kupp become top 5 to you?
Time out. That automatically elevates you to the place, or the numbers is going to put you there.
When did Cooper Kupp become top 5 to you?
He became top 5 after he just triple crowned and won the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yes.
This year? Okay.
Yes.
I can respect
As the Super Bowl MVP,
okay.
Yes.
I can respect that.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da.